to De-Stamping Dream. Today we are going to create a Christmas card using this wreath and the papers from the Festive Farmhouse. I love this paper. You guys know I'm in love with it. And then the base is going to be cherry cobbler. So let's get started. So again, the base is cherry cobbler, and it's cut at 8.5 by 5.5 and then scored at 4 1/4. And I am going to do this as a landscaped card. Then I have a piece of gray slate. I think that's the name of it. If not, I'll let you know. I have a piece of that I cut at 5 1/4 by 4. And then this piece of Festive Farmhouse I cut at 3 by 4 1/4. So I'm going to go ahead and get these adhered. So that way that part of the card is done. There we go. And I really do love this paper, especially this one. I don't know what it is about it, but I really like it. Maybe it's the red and gray, or that it looks like a flannel shirt. I'm not sure, but I really like it. I think it's pretty. Okay, so then we're going to just use a 3-inch circle. And you could use any of your dies that you might have. You could also use the stitch border, but I like the one that does not have the stitch bordering around it because it winds up getting into the actual stamp. So I would prefer that it doesn't, because you'll see that this thing barely fits in there. So I'm just going to do it just like that. And then I'm also going to use a scrap piece of white cardstock for the bow, and then we'll cut it out. So I'll show you how to do that. So I want this right in the middle. There we go. So I'm going to be using Call Me Clover and Tranquil Tide. Tranquil Tide is blue and a green mixture. I'm sure it's supposed to be like the sea. But I really like it for greenery and wreaths. So, and look, I do it every time, you guys. I'm a hot mess when it comes to ink. There we go. Okay. Oops. So I'm just gonna get the Call Me Clover first. Stamp it right in the middle. Yay! And then I'm going to just wipe it off. It doesn't have to be perfectly wiped, so I'm not even going to use my chamois. I'm just kind of giving it a gentle wipe. I don't want it to be perfect, because if some of that Call Me Clover is still on there, that'd be fine with me. And then I'm just going to turn it slightly so it doesn't match exactly, and then do over the Call Me Clover with Tranquil Tide. And you can tell that you can see both colors. I just think it's gorgeous. So I'm just gonna get that cleaned off. And you can tell that the Simply Chamois really cleans that off good. So it's my favorite. Okay, so now I'm gonna get out the bow, and I'm gonna get the Season's Greetings. Let me close these up real quick. For the bow and for the sentiments, I am going to use cherry cobbler. So I'm going to go ahead and get the sentiments stamped out. I might as well leave that open. I'm going to try to get it right up at the top here, because I'm going to put the bow down here. So pretty. Okay. I just cleaned that off with my shim here. Alright. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to stamp out the bow. If you guys have not seen this bow before, it's amazing. It has like a sheerness to it. Don't ask me how they do that, because to me, it's just craziness how beautiful it turns out. I mean, look at that. It looks sheer. Don't ask me how they do that. But I love this bow. And you could use this bow for anything. You could use it on a piece of square to make it look like a present or something like that. So now we're going to cut it out. I get questions all the time about, what if I don't have a die? What if I've never used dies or something like that? Well, you can cut this bow with a Brother Print and Cut, or you can just do it by hand like I'm getting ready to do. I'm just going to go right to the edge, and I'm going to try not to cut the edge off, and to try to stay right on the line. I am not a perfect cutter, so if you're looking for perfection on my cutting skills, I may not be the person to watch, but I do try really hard to stay right on that line without cutting the line, hopefully, because I think the line makes the bow. Sorry, I'm taking it off screen here. Here we go. Now we're getting somewhere. And then just try to get, that's where I struggle, is getting the edges a nice roundness here. There we go. Not bad. In my opinion, not bad. So I'm just going to place this right there. So let me get that right across. Right there. So pretty. Now, I am going to try to find my Wink of Stella. I have been recreating cards like a crazy girl. And so, to me, this bow needs Wink of Stella. So I'm just going to color it in just like this. And it might darken the color a little bit, but I'm okay with it. But if you're going to do that, you need to make sure that you don't go off the bow, because if you do, it will not be pretty. And it still keeps its sheerness. Okay, I don't know if you can see that on camera, but it's sparkly. Okay, and I love sparkle, so I'm going to place this right here in the center. But I want to let it dry a little. And then I'm just going to put it right in the center. And there you go. Beautiful card. And it's the wishing well, so you can use this for Christmas or you can use this for any time to put a wreath on something. It doesn't, like you could even do it in pink for Easter. I think that'd be beautiful. And maybe even yellow and green for the actual wreath. And you can use the wheat anytime, and then the little flowers inside the wheat, or you can do the little flowers all along here too. Takes a little bit of a steady hand, but it does work. Thanks for joining me today. Please like or thumbs up this video, and please subscribe. You can also follow me on my blog on dstampingdream.blogspot.com. Thanks again, and have a wonderful day.